Boy Scouts of America has been serving the youth of our nation for nearly 100 years. The program has produced United States presidents, astronauts, corporate executives, and countless others who speak highly of its positive impact on their lives. The program depends on volunteer adult leaders, often parents, who give of their time to provide a quality program for the boys in their local troop.
I was not involved as a child in scouting and really didn't know much about it. But I wanted to get my boys involved because I wanted to be in an activity that would strengthen our relationship and let us do something together.
Well, my involvement in scouting started when Hayden was entering the first grade, and he became a Tiger Scout, or Tiger Cub Scout at the time. And I was pretty much an assistant leader, and then the next year I became a committee chairman and eventually a Cub Master for the pack that Hayden was in.
I began scouting when I was 11 years old, and it was when my family moved from one side of town to the other. Some of the new friends that I made as a young man, they were involved with a local troop, and they invited me to go with them to the first meetings and then ultimately campouts.
What I enjoy the most about scouting is just doing new things, doing different things. I enjoy going camping. I enjoy being with the boys in the meetings and just watching them grow up. We got involved in scouting with both my boys when they were in the first grade, and seeing how they change over the years and how they interact differently with other boys over the years is really an interesting process. So it's just a combination of really the whole program, everything scouting has to offer, camping and the meetings and the life skills that they learn.
One of my favorite parts is that I get to interact with a lot of other people. I've been fortunate to go on some really neat trips, go out in 05 for Boy Scout Jamboree, met people from all around the world. Got to see some places that I've really wanted to see for a long time, and finally got a chance to see many different areas out there.
I love the opportunity to get to see my boys participate in the events. I grew up on a farm and I was outside all the time, and I like that they have that opportunity to be outside, especially when they go camping. They're outside all weekend long, so I like that they have that safe, controlled environment.
I really like the caving campouts because you get to crawl through the mud and water and get all dirty, and it's just really fun. You have a great time with all your friends and fellow scouts.
Most people think, oh, you're in a uniform, you get badges and sell popcorn, but it's a lot more than that. People don't see underneath, behind the scenes of what Scouts really is.
The scouting program gives us a variety of challenges. As a Tiger and then as a Cub Scout, the challenges are really just to work together with other young men and adult leaders and accomplishing things, a sense of environment, a sense of appreciation for the woods and the outdoor life. As a Boy Scout, we've transitioned even more to life skills where first aid, swimming, wilderness survival, those life skills are more appropriate to the way that we try to raise our children to know what to do in a sense of adversity.
I think it really does fill in a large gap of what's not being taught today in the family or in the home. We have a lot of boys that are staying indoors a lot, and I think that scouting gives those boys a safe avenue to be outside. It gives the boys a chance to build their own adventure, and it gives them the chance to develop leadership skills. Those are opportunities that they may not see in school or in the classroom. Our program teaches life skills, and that this really does lay down a path for them to grow success as they become mature adults.
Scouting is a great organization. It's a unique organization, and it really offers parents and child opportunity to interact together. If they have their child in sports, unless they're a coach, they don't really get a chance to interact. They just take their child there, the child participates, the parent watches, and then they go home. In scouting, you take your child there, you can be involved and interact with your child and other kids. So it's a great way to interact, and really gives you something that over time you don't realize what you're building.
When you think about scouting, you think about the boys. That's everybody's immediate reaction. But the reality of it is, it's a lot about us as adults. I take tremendous pleasure in being involved in a program where winning's not always the only requirement. And we've developed friendships not only with our other adult leaders and the boys, but we've developed a stronger relationship between Aaron and I. And so if you're considering scouting as a program, I think you ought to consider it as something you're going to do together.
To have my father with me means that, well, there's a lot more things that I can do with him there, because he's always given me the confidence that I need to get something completed.
My dad being involved is special because I know a lot of kids there don't have their dads with them because of other miscellaneous tasks like work or school or something like that. But I like my dad being there because if I ever have something that goes wrong, or if I ever just need some help, I just go to him and ask him a question, and he usually solves it for me or comes shows me example and helps me out.
You know, scouting is an institution that's been around for 100 years, almost 100 years. It's chartered by the United States Congress. There's not many organizations that have that reputation. And I think because of the history and the momentum that they have, scouting is a worldwide program, that it's really an opportunity that needs to be looked at, both by the parents and by the child.
My advice to you as a parent is not to just involve your boy, but to involve yourself. Both of you will be better as a result of it.